bringing local ingredients into the kitchen. Lincolnshire Co-op sponsors the Lincolnshire Kitchen.
Edward, tell me why you put a vineyard here in Lincolnshire.
Madness, really.
But, you know, it seems sort of quite strange for me. Obviously, I come from Lincolnshire.
Yeah.
How good actually are they in this sort of particular area?
Well, they're okay. You have high sunlight incidence in Lincolnshire, so that helps. Low rainfall. We've produced grapes with very good acidity and very good sugar levels here.
And when do you first start making wine from the vineyard?
3 years in. So the first 3 years of a vine's life, the grapes are removed to help the rooting process of the grape. At year 3, you can take some of the crop. Year 4, 5, 6, you start to crop properly.
How many bottles can you get from this vineyard each year?
The problem in the UK is you get such varied weather here, you never really know how much you're going to get. We've had years where we've only made 500 bottles, and we've had years like this year when we could get close to 12,000.
So tell me right from the beginning the fermentation process, from picking the grapes to the bottle.
Well, first we bring the grapes into the wineries you see here, and then we put them into the press. We cold settle for 12 hours, and then we start fermentation for 2 weeks. At the end of 2 weeks, we clean up the wine and produce a very crisp, clear wine in the whites. In the reds, we punch down using open-ended vats, and that wine is then oaked and separated out into a pressed wine and an oaked wine and blended back later.
And tell me, do you see yourself producing sort of real kind of vintage quality wine from here?
Like everybody else in the UK wine industry at the moment, we're very excited by our sparkling wines. English viticulture will always fluctuate with the weather, and at the moment we're going through a weather change in the UK that gives us that extra degree that brings us into the Champagne weather regions. Yeah, Champagne is getting warmer. The acidity in their wines is starting to be a problem for them, and they do believe that the UK will produce decent vintages.
So Edward, I'm doing a canapé and drinks party for New Year's Eve. The canapés I'm doing are a Lincolnshire beef carpaccio with some truffle oil and some lovely cheese on it. And then I'm also doing a smoked salmon on a Lincolnshire potato bellini. So what do you think would go well with those two canapés?
For the smoked salmon, we've got our reserve white, silver award-winning reserve white.
I've seen that.
Yeah, it's slightly off dry. Carpaccio of beef. A light-bodied red wine with a nice fruit and acidity behind it.
So I think my party's going to go particularly well with your wine.
Okay.
Thanks very much, Edward.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Lincolnshire Co-op sponsors the Lincolnshire Kitchen.